it without fearing of what other people will think, because there's a lot of stigma when it comes to Uganda about mental health. I just want people to know that it's okay to feel scared, it's okay to feel like you're alone, but you need to talk, because the longer you keep everything inside, the harder it will be. It's like avoiding someone. It's easy to avoid someone, but it's hard to get back in contact with them. What I've realized is, it doesn't matter what's happening to you or what has happened to you in your life. What matters is what you decide to do about what has happened to you.
Any other thing?
Another thing as well, there's a lot of misinformation in Uganda. People don't really know what mental health is. They seem to think people with mental health are violent to the public. No, it's the other way around. They're more at risk to themselves. Another thing, I want to release relevant content that's going to teach people. For example, why do people self-harm? The reason why people self-harm is because, you see, emotional pain, you can't see it, but it's always there. You're always feeling illusional, paranoid, negative, uncontrollable thoughts. So by cutting yourself, because that's physical pain, so by cutting yourself, it distracts you from your mental pain, because it's hard to distract yourself from the mental pain. You can try to think about other things, but your thoughts are locked onto this. So if you try to distract yourself, it makes it worse. It makes you feel angry. You can't stop it. So that's why people cut themselves. I've spoken to so many psychiatrists, so many counselors, but none of them has ever inspired me. Because the thing with depression or addictive disorders, it's impossible for someone to help someone if they've never experienced the thing that they're trying to help the person overcome. It's impossible, because what you're telling that person is what you learn academically. It's not real life. Because when someone's experiencing issues, the only way you're going to inspire that person is by telling them real life example of how you overcame the problem that you're trying to help that person overcome. But if you can't give them a real life example, it's impossible. It's like wanting to learn how to live on the streets as a homeless person. You're not going to ask a wealthy person who has never slept on the streets before. No, they're only going to tell you what they think they know or what they learn academically. If you want to learn how to live on the streets as a homeless person, ask someone who has slept on the streets before. Ask someone who's homeless. They will tell you when it rains, these are the kind of places you should avoid. During the day when it's busy, these are the kind of places you should go to. It's the same as depression. It doesn't matter if you've got all these qualifications. It's all about lived experience. Yeah. That's what I felt like. I don't know if it made sense, but
it did.
My name is Hassan Tinka. I came to Uganda in late March 2023 this year. I feel like I've got the solutions to whatever problems that people are facing. That's just how I feel. I came to Uganda to do big, extraordinary things, especially for those who are vulnerable, those who are going through hard, challenging times, those who are struggling to feed their kids, those who have been made to feel abandoned, isolated by the society. I want to give a voice to everybody who have been made to feel voiceless, so they can have a chance to hope instead of them feeling hopeless, because hope is the only thing that's left with us during or after a difficult moment in our lives. But as long as there's hope, get up and hope that tomorrow will be a better day than today. You might be looking yourself in the mirror with tears running down your face, hating the person who you have become, thinking to yourself, why is my health, why is my life deteriorating to a point where it's becoming progressively worse? Why me? Or you might be looking outside through the window at your house, trying to look for signs of where your future's heading, but you don't see anything. All you're seeing is darkness, emptiness. You feel stranded. You feel like there's no way out. You feel angry, scared. You're full of frustration. Suicidal thoughts are always constantly running through your mind. You're feeling to self-harm. I used to feel like that all the time. You see, when you learn to live a life when you're vulnerable, but yet you're pretending to everybody that everything's okay, especially to your family members. Once you learn to live a life like that, you also learn to stop judging those who are vulnerable themselves, because you know how it feels. Anyone watching this who's going through the same thing that I was going through, just know that you will make it. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. As long as you're willing to change, you will get through this. Things might be hard right now, but you will make it. I mean, look at me. Even being here feels like I've done a big thing. So just know that things will get hard before it gets better, but you will make it.